Today is Tuesday, March 14th, 2017, and today we got to talk about Snoop Dogg and the Assassination rap video. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the rapper known as Snoop Dogg, maybe Snoop Lion, I'm not really sure what his name is right now, but I digress. He produced a video in which he did like a fake assassination on Donald Trump. Now, obviously, I will not play the video here. I'm not trying to get copyright striked by whatever label Snoop Dogg is signed to. But basically, the premise of the video was trying to illustrate police brutality and other things. It was kind of air quotes artistic. And they had one scene where the guy was driving. It was a situation where for some reason he showed a gun that was in his bag, and then the officer had shot him. And then there was a guy that was filming it. It was really weird. And then later on, they get to showing Donald Trump, and he has on, clown makeup and like orange face paint and some gloves on. And Snoop pulls out a gun and shoots him, but it's like a spark that comes out the gun and bang comes through the bottom. So I guess he couldn't really show him shooting him. And I'm sure that was probably something his record label, probably full of white men, told him not to do, because they showed the guy actually getting shot that was in the car, but they did not show the person who was portraying somebody that could be Donald Trump getting shot, like as far as the bullet actually hitting his body. But they did simulate it, which still sends the same message, though not as graphic. But this is going on, and I'm watching the video, and all I could think is Snoop Dogg is just an actor. He's an actor. I mean, he's been in L.A. pretty much his whole life. He was born and raised in L.A., in Long Beach, and then he became a rapper dealing with Death Row Records, which was in L.A., and then you had the Hollywood thing come about. I mean, last I remember Snoop Dogg was doing was a cooking show with Martha Stewart, and I'm pretty sure that's in L.A. as well. So I don't think this video is anything else other than virtue signaling to all the people that are in L.A., his so-called peers that are right there with him doing the same kind of thing, doing the acting thing. And the reason why I know that to be true is because Snoop Dogg has gone through many permutations recently within the past few years. I mean, like I said before, at one point, he was a guy named Snoop Lion. He was trying to go from being a hardcore gangster rapper to like a reggae artist, and the whole weed thing has been a part of his whole career throughout, but I'll get to that in a little bit. But he was Snoop Lion. He was this guy talking about peace and love, kind of like a hippie, kind of like a Jimi Hendrix type dude, right? But I guess it didn't really go over too well. I guess the record label wasn't satisfied with the results from that. So then he got on this whole nonviolence kick, talking about put the guns down, stuff like that. Then he became the cooking guy, Martha Stewart. He started to go on TV shows and present himself as like Uncle Snoop Dogg, as like this harmless kind of guy. Almost trying to do what Ice Cube did, because remember, Ice Cube did it the right way, in my humble opinion. What Ice Cube did, he was a gangbanger type rapper as well, but then he became a very prominent movie producer, and he's kind of stayed away from the politics for the most part, as far as I can tell. He didn't get so much into politics, and he did not try to continue to be a rapper. He pretty much left that life behind him. But see, Snoop Dogg still has 1 foot in, 1 foot out. He's still trying to be real. He's still trying to be hood. Still wearing his colors, still throwing gang signs in the video at 45, almost 46 years old. And at a certain point, it's like, okay, who are you trying to please? Who are you trying to prove anything to? It's really his mostly white liberal counterparts in Los Angeles and the record label he works for, which is pretty much run by white people. I could pretty much guarantee you that. But moving right along, a lot of this is just, like I said, is virtue signaling, and it's also just really hypocritical, because just 2 years ago, maybe a little more than that, he was featured shaking hands with Donald Trump. Now, if you hate Donald Trump so much, if he's this big, evil, racist, hateful man that you cannot stand and you want to kill him, why would you be, taking pictures with him, smiling with him, shaking hands with him, just like 2 years ago? To me, it doesn't make any sense. But like I said, this is just him virtue signaling to everybody in LA, to some of his rap fans that still exist from 1992. He's trying to say to them, I'm still real. I'm still so-called down with the cause. And remember earlier, he was talking about people that were going to the inauguration that were black, calling them coons, Uncle Toms, etc. This dude is all over the place. The weed smoke. Like I say before, I'm not a fan of weed. I think guys like Snoop really abuse drugs. You just got a cloud of weed. You're virtue signaling. You're switching from one thing to another. One day you want to be Donald Trump's friend. You want to be in pictures with him. And then the next day you want to kill him. One day you say you put the guns down. It's too much gun violence. The next day, you throwing up gang signs. You got on gang colors. You flashing guns. You threatening to kill people. You inciting violence. You inciting riots. You call people names, Uncle Tom, Coon, etc. What do you want to be, Snoop Dogg? Do you want to be the Family Guy? Do you want to be like Ice Cube, making movies like Are We There Yet? Or do you still want to be a gangbanger, weed smoker, gun toter? Right? I don't know what you want to be. Maybe you're thinking just because you're in LA, as I close, that you could be whatever you want to be from day to day. Like you're an actor, like I said earlier. You could be the gangbanger. You could be the peacemaker. You could be the political commentator. You could do all of that because at the end of the day, you're nothing. You have no actual core essence that makes you a man, because if you're going to stand on one thing, stand on that thing all the time. If you want to be an SJW, be there all the time. If you want to be a gangbanger, be there all the time. Don't try to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You see, but I could understand if you're doing that, if you're an actor and if none of it is actually real at all, you're just trying to appeal to a certain group of people at a certain period of time for some money. But I do think it's dangerous. I won't go full Paul Joseph Watson and say that the music led to a lot of violence in the black community. That's not true. And because the truth is, white kids listen to rap music, especially the gangster rap music, more than anybody else, but they don't have the problems we have in the black community. But I will say that it's like a soundtrack to the violence that already is going on. You know, I say it won't help for sure. It definitely doesn't help. So if you want to say that you're some kind of pillar of virtue, you're some kind of guy that's against this mean, evil, racist, hateful guy, then you can't be the equivalent of that yourself. So that's pretty much all I got. What say you? Have you seen the video? What did you think? Did you think that it was just him trying to grasp for straws, trying to get some money, trying to pad his pocket, trying to make himself become relevant again? Or do you think that it was him trying to virtue signal, trying to say that, yeah, I'm still that guy. I'm still real. I'm still hood. I'm still the kind of guy that will pull up on you and shoot you and kill you, even though I'm 46 years old. I got a wife. I got kids. I live in a mostly white neighborhood. I probably got an all white record label and an all white type of people that help me out. And I'm on a cooking show right now, Martha Stewart. Right? It's kind of hard to believe that you're some kind of radical gangbanger at that age when you on TV cooking cookies with Martha Stewart. But whatever your comments are, let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.